Thank you so much. The time is now 6:04. You're taking a live look at the George R. Brown Convention Center before the AFT Convention begins. In just 4 hours, Vice President Kamala Harris will be speaking before thousands of union delegates.
Her visit comes as the Houston area continues to recover from a series of heavy storms that knocked out power to millions of people. After the VP landed in Houston, she met with the Harris County emergency officials at the Houston OEM. The talks focused on the local recovery efforts following Hurricane Beryl. Since Beryl hit more than 2 weeks ago, 27 people have died in weather-related incidents, and 17 of those happened here in Harris County. This week, Harris went from a vice president to a candidate for president.
And this morning at 10 o'clock, she hopes to relay her message with a keynote address to the members of the American Federation of Teachers. Devon Rami joins us live from the George R. Brown Convention Center with a preview. Good morning out there, Devon.
The White House says this keynote speech will be centered around the vice president's continued efforts and support for workers across America. VP Harris currently serves as the chair of the White House Task Force on Worker Organizing and Empowerment. And on Monday, delegates of the American Federation of Teachers overwhelmingly voted to endorse Vice President Harris as the Democratic Party's nominee. Leaders with AFT say they are committed, mobilized, and ready to vote in this year's election. This will be the vice president's second trip to the Lone Star State this month. And this comes after the vice president met with Houston Mayor John Whitmire and Harris County Commissioner Rodney Ellis, then visited the Harris County Office of Emergency Management to discuss the ongoing recovery efforts in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. Now, the vice president is expected to speak at 10 o'clock this morning, and only registered members will be able to attend. In downtown Houston, Devon Rami, KHOU 11 News.
You'll be able to watch the vice president's speech this morning. We will stream it live on KHOU.com as well as on the KHOU 11 mobile app and KHOU 11 Plus.
In the meantime, former President Trump is hitting the campaign trail hard. He delivered his first public remarks since President Biden dropped out of the race.
She is a radical left lunatic who will destroy our country. If she ever gets the chance to get into office, we're not going to let that happen. You know, I was supposed to be nice. They say something happened to me when I got shot. I became nice. And when you're dealing with these people, they're very dangerous people. When you're dealing with them, you can't be too nice. You really can't be. So if you don't mind, I'm not going to be nice. Is that okay?
With the election day just 102 days away, we're also hearing from President Biden on his decision to leave the race.
I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
President Biden says he plans to stay in office until the new president is inaugurated in January. 6